Papers now. On the Punch newspaper banner headline, Southwest states tighten borders amid banditry surge in Kwara. The writer says Osun, Ondo deploy tactical teams, riot police in border communities. Southwest states fortified against attacks, Amotekun Corps. Intelligence agencies track bandits, plan containment, eliminate criminal elements, CDS charges security forces. States in Southwest are now trying to be proactive, just so what happens or what is happening in Kwara State doesn't befall them.
Yeah, it's good to be wary, but to be forewarned is to be forewarned. But what I think that they should already have put this situation, security arrangements in place before this Kwara one started. Because what we're hearing now is that there's a military onslaught, on the bandits, the terrorists in Kwara, and most of them are coming down south. They're finding their way into Oyo, into Osun, and into Ekiti and Ondo. They're filtering through the borders and entering the southern states. In fact, some of them will even come to Lagos if they find their way, because they are escaping the military onslaught on them. So the states in the southwest can't just fold their arms and watch, So most of them are now reactivating Amotekun, the forest guards, and ensuring they are guarding their borders, essentially, and not allow these bandits from Kwara, killer bandits from Kwara, enter their states. Because we have seen how Kwara unravels right before our own eyes. The only safe place in Kwara today is the capital, Ilorin. And even Ilorin is at risk, because when you have a situation like this, it can escalate very quickly, So what we are seeing now is that in the entire state, after this Okyode incident, what we're seeing is that everybody is running into Ilorin to become IDPs. They are running away from their local government. If I look at the local government, is where we had this recent one. There was also an attack in Idu. In fact, most of the local governments in Kwara are affected by an influx of bandits who is killing, raping, and maiming quite easily. The September 29 incident in Okyode, they killed 12 forest guards. They went there, attacked them. It looked strategic, deliberate, and systematic. They killed 12 in one fell swoop on that day. Before then, 6 days earlier, on September 23, in Edu local government, a traditional chief was killed. People were kidnapped. Man, woman, and children were kidnapped. People in that Edu local government, people have fled their homes completely. So if you look at Kwara, you wonder what happened there. But Kwara is not far from Kogi. And then Kwara is also not far from Oyo. And from there down south. So this is a security situation that should be arrested as quickly as possible before it degenerates into something else. The armed forces is battling with a lot. In the northwest, almost all states in the northwest, in the middle belt now, Niger, Kogi, Benue, Plateau, just name them. And then in the northeast as well, the Boko Haram is still existing.
Lakurawa.
And then there's Lakurawa. So how many soldiers we get? The armed forces is stretched thin, completely stretched thin. And Baza, let me be honest with you. This is police work. Some bandits attacking people. It's police. Police is supposed to identify and neutralize them. It is the work of law enforcement. Police is supposed to take care of this.
With police getting kidnapped in Kwara State.
Yeah, but it's the kidnap abduct policemen. And we need to be able to have a discussion on the Nigerian police. The police is like Boy Scouts. I'm honest. You expect the police to be able to take care of this Kwara issue at least. Yes, they cannot fight the Boko Haram terrorists in the northeast, or those raging Zamfara and Katsina bandits that don't care about human lives. But this Kwara situation should have been, the police can nip it in the bud, not the armed forces. Because what I've seen now is even the Air Force is now involved. The Air Force is providing what they call ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance for the ground troops in Kwara now. This is the same armed forces that is fighting in almost all the 7 states in the northwest and the 6 states in the northeast, and at least 4 to 5 states in the middle belt in the north central. These same armed forces, less than 300,000 troops, they are the ones that have now entered Kwara to deal with this situation that the police should deal with. The police is not. The police is nowhere to be found. Yesterday, when Governor Abdulrazak arrived in this he arrived with the Commissioner of Police, the State Director of the DSS, the Commandant of the Security and Civil Defense Corps, and a lot of military men, not policemen. The police in Nigeria is not doing what law enforcement should do. What law enforcement, that is police armed, armed law enforcement, not NSCDC. Armed law enforcement. The police is well armed, or should be well armed. They should be able to deal with this Kwara insurgency. This one that we're seeing in Kwara now. The bandits are going village to village and rooting out forest guards and killing them and attacking traditional chiefs. The police should help the armed forces and deal with this. Instead, it's the armed forces, the Air Force providing the kind of support that the ground forces, the army needs to be able to attack Kwara. In fact, Governor Razak is even saying we need more military presence. That is asking the military to intervene. How far can the military go? The police is always involved in, for instance, the police big focus today in this country now is things permit. With all the security crisis in this country, the men and officers of the police are more involved in harassing Nigerians and extorting them on things permits. An archaic law, this new IG just from somewhere for the revenue generation. It's embarrassing. And I think this is where Commander-in-Chief comes in. Tell the police their job in case they don't know. This new IGP Epetokun, when he came in, he said it was tiger and lion. Nigerians were very excited that perhaps this is the policeman that is the super cop. But it's so unpopular now, nobody wants to call his name. He's so unpopular, unliked. It's not like Nigerians don't like Epetokun. If you like Epetokun, tell me that you like him. They don't like him because he has flattered to deceive. And his one single focus now as the IG of police is things permit. A revenue generation drive with a third party like Alpha Beta. A third party to collect money from Nigerians in the name of things permit. That's what he's doing at a time when the police needs to show their presence, needs to show their strength in numbers, needs to show their force in Kwara State. Now, in Ekiti, in Ondo, in Osun, in Oyo, the state governors are activated Amotekun, forest guard to protect the states. The state that has police. In Nigeria's security hierarchy, the police is the bottom of the rung, and it's embarrassing. The real bottom. If you mention police, you just liken them with harassment of citizens. The role the police is playing is not laudable at all. They should do more. This Kwara security incident, police should have mopped this up. They should have identified and neutralized. The military needed not come into this. But people are being killed. The military does not have a choice. The military commanders in that area are now scrambling troops they don't have to go and secure the lives of the people of Kwara State. This is a police operation.
And that story makes it to the Guardian newspaper. Tinted glass, NBA fumes as police impound judge's vehicle. So even Judge Serve is not spared.
A judge of the National Industrial Court in Asaba.
Yeah.
He was the first victim. And I was asking Smart, what is the punishment for not having these things permits? Is it to impound vehicle? It's not. It's definitely not to impound the vehicles. It's to compel you to go and register. Whatever way you need to. But towards the Nigerian police, this will end in only 3 ways. Or let me add 4 now. They will harass citizens. They will extort citizens. They will arrest citizens and they will impound cars.
The official word
out of their purview, out of what this law, whatever the law is, because lawyers have argued. In any case, this law is even archaic. The law is not consistent with current realities. This law is a 1991 law, prohibition of tinted cars. It's between 1991 and now. It's over 30 years. Things have changed. Car manufacturers now make cars factory tinted. Unlike before, when you buy motor, you go tinted because you don't want somebody see you inside. That was 1991. That was when this law was made. Over the last 30 years, cars have evolved. The police have not evolved. Not their laws, not the police. And most IGs in the past, before now, have deemed this tinted permit thing as unnecessary. So even if they have the law, they just say, do it, it's indefinite. Anytime you like, do permit, it's indefinite, it's unnecessary. The law is not consistent with current realities. But this IGP Egbetokun has brought it back in a way that is completely about revenue generation and anything else. Because he has now appointed a third party, Parkway Project. Just like the Alpha Beta. one independent company, probably with funny directors, to be collecting this 14,000. In fact, the NBA is saying that the plan by the police is to raise 3 billion 1 month, 3 billion naira a monthly on this devious scheme, that is about being implemented. I think it's been enforced now by the IGP. But this is unpopular, and President Tinubu should call him to order and end this. The police cannot be a revenue generator. That's the argument of the NBA. If anybody wants to pay anything to Nigeria, you pay through the TSA, the Treasury Single Accounts, using remitter. That's how you pay money to government. This one is a third party. It has all the schemings of corruption around it. It's tied. Why do you need a third party for government revenue? It's not government money. If somebody has to pay money to government in Nigeria, you pay it into the treasury account. You use remitter to pay into TSA. But I'm so disappointed. Even the Tinubu government is giving leeway for these kind of things to happen. The same Tinubu also allowed the FCT minister Wike to put aside TSA. TSA was a policy devised by the Jonathan government and implemented by the Buhari government to ensure that government revenue is tracked and goes into one single account. But the Tinubu government is TSA unfriendly, and without TSA, this kind of policies like this one is user friendly for corruption. So this project that the police is embarking on, it has all the trappings of something that is not very clear to Nigeria. It looks like corruption and shouldn't even go ahead. In any case, Tint permit issue has already been exhausted in terms of how consistent it is with our laws. So the NBA has gone to court. I don't know why a judge has not issued, ask that we return status quo ante bellum on the matter is decided, But the police has gone ahead to want to begin to enforce this law while the NBA has gone to court. That's why the NBA is kicking.
Yeah.
That's why the NBA is kicking. The law is not popular. I don't know how the police wants to do it, but I think they should set this aside for now.
They're already saying there's no court order, so they will go ahead with the enforcement. And if you are caught, you
this
take
is
it to
where
a
the
mobile court.
Federation should even come in. AGF Agbemi. Lateef Agbemi has also flattered to deceive, honestly. When President Tinubu appointed him as Attorney General, people were clapping and commending and said, this is the kind of lawyer, that can function in that position.
His local government autonomy didn't see the light of the day.
He was a brilliant lawyer, respected across the country for the work that he has done. But as Attorney General now, Mr. Lateef Agbemi is flailing. Let's be honest. He's hiding in one corner like a beaten mouse. In one corner, you see big issues that requires the Attorney General to step up. He doesn't. Look at his so-called local government autonomy matter, and how across the board the governors, pour spit on top, and he didn't do anything. He's just watching. He's the Attorney General. He's just watching. The Attorney General should have an opinion on this matter. This police and NBA matter. He should have an opinion, and the opinion should be public.
Yeah. Nigeria
should know what the AGF thinks about this police infamous tinted permit and how the NBA has gone to court and the matter hasn't been heard by a judge yet. And how do Nigerians behave? What happens now? Because the police is enforcing it. A judge of the National Industrial Court in Asaba, he was the first victim. They impounded his car yesterday in Asaba.
Maybe they will take it seriously now. Over to you, Captain Smart.
You can join the conversation here. 0707-218-6998 is available now. You can call that number, or 0700-923-923-923. You can also call us there. There's 0802-685-7134. All messages on WhatsApp to 0817-313-6193. If you're recording a voice note, you don't keep it under 45 seconds if you want us to broadcast them. Thank you very much. And let's over to the phone lines. You have to call from a quiet place. Hello, good morning to you. Please help us to turn down the volume on your radio. Good morning.
Good morning, Captain Smart. How are you?
Very well. Please go ahead quickly. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Yes.
I just want to comment on Professor Asu's courageous, the most audacious statement I've ever had on this issue of insecurity. This is commendable. Keep it up. Even show that we envy you what you have said this morning. I'm glad in my heart that the so-called Asu he will go to heaven after seeing Jesus. That's your courageous, so conscious of the wind. I'm really happy. You are really a lion indeed. Keep this type of thing up. This is what I want to hear. Among the 29 stations in Nigeria, I used to tell them, you are the best in the industry. Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0707 218 6998. You can call us there. Good morning, my people. What's wrong? Okay, nothing. Good morning, sir. Azu, the great crew. In construction, you can bypass if there are barriers or obstacles on the pathway. God bless Nigeria. We shall reap of the goodness of the land. And that's Tony Ayo with the message right there. Thank you very much. I want to believe that the additional 200-kilometer stretch that will run through Edo State is an addendum, which is part of civil engineering. Muhyiddin. That's your message there. Okay. Thank you very much.
Civil engineers is saying there's an addendum you can add. Okay.
Yes. Good morning, team. Tinubu and his followers believe that everything starts and ends in politics. Why are they politicizing the coastal road? Have they addressed the bad road that Obaseki mounted a signpost declaring that it was a federal road? Peter is in Abidjan. Good morning, pay-per-view. Ogazu, the way you take exception to people trying to teach you your job as journalists, even though you always try to teach politicians theirs, is the way I do as a civil engineer.
It's politicking a job. Anybody can be a politician.
The way I do as a civil engineer this morning. Any project can undergo changes at various levels based on new realities or overriding interest. The alignment in Lagos was changed so as to reduce the amount of demolitions. It can also be reviewed based on cost or impediment. That H.M. Umahi said the president has approved for the project to pass through Edo doesn't mean it's simply because of politics. Ogazu, you have to apologize to Honorable Minister Umahi by questioning his qualification as civil engineer this morning. God bless Nigeria.
And I did not teach civil. I asked an opinion. I said, please, civil engineers in the house, tell me, is it something that is doable? Can you start the project that already has a design and add 200 kilometers? Can you? Some engineers are saying yes. So yes, I'm learning this morning.
Good morning, Okazu and the people of the crew. There's definitely a hidden agenda behind the concept of that coastal road, because common sense dictates that the existing federal roads that have largely become unmotorable and completely out of in some places should have been given priority attention. Whatever is behind the rush for that project will come to light sooner than later. Ajayi Oloninua is a Magodo. Expecting. Okay, thank you very much. You have to stay what we're discussing here this morning. 0707 218 6998 is the number to call, or 0700 923 923 923. 0707 218 6998. Good morning. I'm surprised that Nigerians are believing Umahi and those he's working for that such a deceptive, politically driven coastal road is being done in good faith. I'm not one of such Nigerians. God forbid. It's all gimmicks to deceive those they usually deceive, just like the fake bishop experiment during the 2023 election campaign, or just to deceive Nigerians to win election. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is Osa calling from Lekki.
Yes, sir.
Morning, Osa.
This is an issue of security.
Yes.
I think they are building the house from the roof, in my opinion. You are doing, what do you call it, in Port Harcourt and River State, you are doing state of emergency. Isn't it time we declare state of emergency in security? We are still in court grappling with whether that is legal or not to do it, on some level. But this is clearly an issue that has passed Gary at the state in local parlance. Now, you are not attacking the source of this issue, because clearly there's somebody funding this thing. The other day we heard Niger people and Mali people saying they will release names. We don't know how true that is, but they said this openly that there are some politicians who are funneling money into this endeavor, and you are pursuing bandits that are running up and down from state to state. You kill one today, 5 are recruited tomorrow. How are you going to? It's like pumping air in the balloon. You push it here, it goes there. Right. It is just, it is ridiculous. The approach they are using, it doesn't look like they want to solve the problem effectively.
Thank you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Professor Sumar and Ogazu.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Ekota this morning.
Morning.
This Tinted 17, I don't know. This morning we have to remove our own Tinted because we have done the paperwork that they say, we have done the capturing, but they are still saying that the system is not working. I think what is not working. So that certificate have not come out.
Have you paid? Have you paid the money? Have you paid the 14,200?
I don't know.
Have you paid the money, Oga? Have you paid?
Thank you. Yeah, we are paid.
So if you, now listen, if you have paid, that covers you. Just take that notification that you have paid. You're only waiting for, you have paid, you have captured. The police, they're just interested in the money. You listened to the PRO yesterday. Once you have paid, it covers you, right?
It's very generation drive.
Right. They say once the woman said once you have paid, just show evidence you have paid.
Yes, and then you can go.
And then they will tell you are waiting for the
kidnappers are looking for. Can they also apply and get it?
We told that.
Apply and get it sooner.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. What? CEO, it's very good morning to all of you in the studio.
Morning.
My name is Prince Wise, calling you from Oshodi this morning.
Welcome to the show.
In the city, at the center of the universe. Now, I think we see it's not settled down for anybody. Yes, it's a contest. It's very right to contest. We can contest 10, 20 times. Once we never violate the rule, and the other people can come on board as well. Everybody can become the president of this country come 2027. I just want to hold my president, Tinubu. Please, 4 years is enough for people to do something. If he gives us 24/7 electricity, if our road is motorable, all the cultural road, the Sokoto, the Anti-Lagos road, it is taken care of, we welcome you.
Thank you very much. This is Kelly Izeko says, I like what Asaba police did to a judge yesterday. Matter good day court. They're not going to talk about the matter. Azubike says, good morning. I'm happy to hear that a judge's car has been used to test the waters to fix Nigeria is not rocket science. Our federal security agency should respond to the bandits before residents start calling OPC or Amotekun. God bless Nigeria. Mr. Wale Pieces to Barowa in Ikpaja. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Please, my
Tell us your name. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. If you are not contributing on pay-per-view, send us a message on WhatsApp. If it's anything else, send us a message on WhatsApp, please. Thank you very much. Good morning, Inspiration FM team. What statistics have shown the police that tinted cars are the cause of crime in Nigeria? Would this not embolden criminals and even increase the use of tints on cars once you can pay, giving criminals a legitimate way of obtaining tinted permits? This whole sordid affair is annoying and should be rejected by all. Bayo from Maguru. That's what you can say from your message. Good morning, team. The problem of terrorism is political problem. The only way out is the government to do the needful, which is total death sentence to terrorists and kidnapping. I bet you all these mess will end. George Benjamin is in Lekki. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kabesara.
Welcome.
This is Dr.
Yes.
I will call your VAP this morning. And it's supposed to be now that the judges, the start court judges, I don't we should start from there. I don't know what they will say. You saying that the people should step in for this issue of police and the fact that is not acting. He's the one who solves the issues. Like he's the one who employed the fact that what will fact do without the president order. So he can't do anything. It's the hand is tied. Even if you know what to do, he can't do it. So to the police issue, a person who employs someone to do it, you give that without him there's no tax to collect from this, making the police revenue. It will not happen. So the only thing is order. Actually, are collecting their money in the street now. Police are collecting their money in the outside there. So with the tax Nigeria too, he said it's a tax everybody in Nigeria. So he has started taxing. By 2027.
All right, thank you very much. Your time is up. Good morning, Azu. So we don't have any lawyer that can take the police to court and fight them on this tinted permit. Call any of the lawyers.
No, the full NBA has gone to court. The Nigerian Bar Association, as a body, has already filed a suit in court challenging the legality and the constitutionality of this police action. It's just that the judge has not ruled on the matter. The NBA expects the police to maintain status quo antebellum. Since the matter is in court, don't do anything. But the police says there's no order, so they started enforcement yesterday. Very embarrassingly, really. I don't. Except it's for the purpose of revenue generation. Why is the police in a hurry? This law done this since 1991. Now, why is it now? Several IGs have said, do your permit, but it's indefinite. Because they know that people who buy motor cars are factory tinted. And really, as a security operation, is it because people are tinted that you can really execute security operations? The police should find a way to deal with crimes, not by this style. People have always had tinted glasses in this country, and there's always been crime anyway. So, except for the purpose of revenue generation, this does not look like any effort to stem the rise of insecurity in this country. In any case, the police won't have operational readiness to tackle insecurity. You have seen with all that's happened in Kwara. That's supposed to be a simple police operation to deal with. The hands off, and the army is now doing it. But today, all on the roads now, asking people to show them permits or to impound your car. The police should do better, really. They should do better.
Good morning, good mind people. My name is Julius speaking from Shomolu. I think the coastal road should be on the bridge. That is my opinion, so that the water will not be disturbing the road all the time. Then on the second issue about the security, I don't know whether this president can do something about this security in this country. Even he has not spoken at all about the thing that happened in Okiode. And how can we be living in a country without security? God will save this our country, President.
All right, thank you. 0707-218-6998.
Everything is in your desk. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, guys. Smart and money. This is Nigerian. Honestly, my heart bleeds to hear that this IG is more focused on generating revenue for the Nigerian police than securing the states. Is that the problem now? That's not what we should be doing. So are you surprised when you show where we always call him an illegal IG? This is what he does. He's supposed to generate revenue. Is it because he will soon be retiring? That's why he's trying to generate revenue, so that he has something to fall back on. Man, I think this president should call him to order or remove him, or is he collaborating with the president?
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Smart.
Welcome.
Good morning,
Morning to you.
May you live long. You live longer than Methuselah, but you live long.
Amen.
If you see I tell you my radio every morning looking for this, honestly speaking, you actually kill the whole matter. What is considered on the person that is you are giving to permit? You have an abundance of idea. And when you get to police, you see that there's something saying, I have MBA in the law, I have this one in this one, I have this one in that one. Don't they think, what is the parameter that you are using to check these people are issuing the permit to? Nothing. Just pay for 10,200, submit your NIN. You can't bandit go and get NIN. It's unfortunate. This was very about revenue generation for 2007. It says the at work. That's what it's concerned. You can't stagnate.
Thank you very much. Thank you. When you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. Expecting the Nigeria Police Force to protect terrorism is a right laugh. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Hello, can you hear us? Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what calling from our
Go ahead, sir.
On this security, even though Mr. Azu, I can feel his pain and compassion for the people of our city. But he gave the administration of the bank of one car. That administration is wrong. Over something the government in Kwara State. And where the bandits are in 4 in the north and 2 out of the Yoruba community.
Yeah.
They are in the mine, because our family is here. And the mine, they are in the other area, the 3 area of this community. So, and I just say that, telling that. And even them come to the west, you stop them here. Even when under Buhari, when they are trying to invade the west, you stop them. You deal with them necessarily in the west. You send them back to the north. So, on the case of Atfagumi mentioned, Atfagumi is trying. What can he do? That is not possible.
All right, thank you very much. That's your time.
You know, this Kwara matters part is the former governor, the former Senate president, Bukola Saraki, is the one that said that what they are saying in Kwara is leading Kwara to become a one-count state, only Ilorin. He was one that said it. I'm quoting him. Anytime I say he said it in his response to what has happened in Lokoda. That's what he said, that Kwara is now becoming a one-town state. Only Ilorin is safe. And all these people running into Ilorin, that running into it to become IDPs. They don't have home in Ilorin. So once they come, they open camp for them in one school. It's IDP. So Kwara is becoming like the others. Like the other 13 states in the northeast, in the northwest, and in many places in the north central.
All right, let's take one more.
Back to the papers now. On The Guardian, Atiku rules out quitting presidential race, laments PDP woes, while Obi won't join dollarized primaries. Obedient reply, Atiku. Paul Ibe issued a statement and refuting what was in the papers 2 days ago about Atiku's position for 2027 election.
Yeah. Again, I think that Atiku was out of context because I listened to the BBC interview in Hausa. At no point did he say he was going to step down. He just said that he could step aside for a younger, more vibrant candidate if that candidate emerges through a democratic process of a primary. That's what he said. Yeah, he was quite out of context. One newspaper yesterday was first started this. I told you that.
Yeah.
So I think newspaper will start the problem today. Anyway, I expect the Atiku team to reply, and they did. That's Mr. Atiku Abubakar, almost 80 years old, has one dream: to be president of Nigeria. He will run again 2027. After 2027, if he doesn't win, I don't know what will happen. But for 2027, I think he's primed to contest that ticket on the platform of the ADC. You know, and current indicators suggest he might probably make it. There's one story in the Punch today that Obedience are saying
Obi will join dollarized primaries.
You see, dollarized already. Like Sport has always said, Peter Obi must now know what to settle for. If he wants the presidential ticket, then he has to contest the primary in the ADC. It will not be dashed to him. And if he contests the primary in the ADC, the way the ADC is today, he won't win it.
Is he playing safe? They've asked him to leave the Labour Party and join the ADC fully. He hasn't.
Can he win a presidential election in the Labour Party today? The questions are there for him to answer. You know, and 2027 is not far off. By this time next year, candidates already have been begin to. By now, so they're going to emerge October.
Yeah.
By now, they will have primaries going to finish. Candidates will be ready. You know, because they need about 6 months to campaign. You know, and the elections will be sometime in February or March. You know, so by this time next year, candidate. So if you are ready to be a candidate, by now, it's supposed to see your hand, as we don't see Tinubu hand. It's candidates. So Peter Obi has to decide what he wants. If he wants to stay in the ADC, then he needs to be able to talk to the people in the party, you know, for a free and fair primary, or settle, as Smart always says, as a running mate again.
And lose his obedience. Who are saying we don't want to settle.
He has to be able to talk to his obedience now and let them also see what is reality. Yes, they need to be able to accept that this is an outcome. You know, there must be a part. If there's no part, why are you wasting your time?
All right, we'll just take one more. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Smart.
Welcome.
Greetings to your guys and your colleague. This is Ronnie from Akoka.
Welcome,
Yes.
I think the reality is the umpire, the INEC. We saw how Yakubu by himself twisted River State results. So what are we doing about that? Even if Obi wins, how about the umpire? We saw what happened now. We can't twist the narrative. On IREV, it was Obi. Yakubu says it was APC. So what are we doing about that? So that it will repeat itself, even if Obi wins or anybody wins. Saying, what's his name? Agbemi is trying. He's doing the bidding of the president. Same as Egbetokun. One of them are doing his bidding.
All right.
Very primitive people might come out and tell you that he's going to suspend the tinted listing, and his allied boss will tell you he's a listening president, of which he knew what was in from inception. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Nee from the United Kingdom wraps it up for us here. He says, good morning. The police is running after cars with tinted glass while bandits are kidnapping police with Okada. Who is deceiving who? Nee from the UK. And that wraps it up for us because we're out of time completely.
Yeah. I think I'll end smart with my position on this tinted permit. Any attempt to arrest or extort money or harass citizens, deter and impound their car is trampling on the rights of Nigerians. It is trampling on the rights of Nigerians. Several ages have said that the matter of tinted permit is free, it's indefinite, and is inconsistent with the laws today. So most IGs in the past have said, carry go, no problem with police will stop you and ask you questions, on the road about what wind down. That's it. This attempt to collect 14,200 by force, it is what it is. It's wrong. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. The police should be called to order. They can't do this. They can't do this. And everyone is folding their arms and watching.
And then they'll make you renew it
every year. Not every generation now. Like tax. You cannot pay tax without legislation. Smart. Taxation cannot be without legislation. What is the law that has set up this tax that the police wants to collect? In what law is it? I mean, which of our national laws where they say we must compel Nigerians to pay a tax to police?
The PRO said the Police Act empowers them to render services and take fees for those services.
This is very sad. I thought it was a security operation.
At the time when
it was the IG said this is to tackle especially the incidents of kidnapping, where kidnappers have blocked people and put them inside tinted cars so the police can't see. Police will say the first way they see you on that light and wind down. That's what they tell you,
Inner light.
Wind down.
At the time when Tawedili is saying is harmonizing taxes in Nigeria.
Yeah, this is a tax. Tax legislation. Smart. Have a good one.